Namaskar. The income tax on salary income series. Income tax on salary income for the financial year 23-24. We have discussed some important points about resident, non-resident, etc. in the previous video. Now we will see the old regime and new regime of income tax. There are two regimes of income tax calculations. Old regime, the tax rate is slightly higher with lots of exemption, and new regime, the tax rate is slightly lower but no exemption except pension fund, and it is simple to calculate the income tax liability also. But this old and new exemption and all, the tax variation, tax slab variation is up to 15 lakhs only. Beyond 15 lakhs, everybody has to pay 30% of their income as tax. Above 50 lakhs, again surcharge, everything will come. We are discussing the salary people who are earning, because government servant will not get to 50 lakhs annually. So we'll discuss up to 50 lakhs part. If required, we'll take up separately for beyond 50 lakhs earning cases separately. And so old regime up to 15 lakhs, the tax rates are slightly more, 5%, 20%, 30%. And new regime, 5 to 30% will be every 3 lakhs, 5% only. We'll see that one. Now, old regime, so existing, whatever was there already. And for the people who are below 60 years, who have not attained 60 years during the financial year 23-24. Because this assessment year is next year, so I am taking it if somebody has not attained the age of, complete the age of 60 years in 23-24, this is applicable. So for up to 2.5 lakhs, there is no tax. This is there for the last, I think, almost 10 years, I think. 7, 8, no, almost 10 years. They have not changed it. And amount exceeding to 2,50,000. That is from 2,50,001 to 5 lakhs. 5% of the amount above 2.5 lakhs. So first 2.5 lakhs, 0. So beyond that, whatever amount is there, that will be 5%. And above 5 lakhs and up to 10 lakhs. So first 5 lakhs value is 12,500. So for the people who are not attained the age of 60. So 12,500 plus the amount which is exceeding above 5 lakhs. Suppose a person has got 8 lakhs taxable income, let us say. So first 5 lakhs he will be paying 12,500. Remaining 3 lakhs out of 8 lakhs, remaining 3 lakhs, he will pay 20%, which is 60,000. 60,000 plus 12,500, 72,000. And for that surcharge some education says 4%. This is the tax. So now take the case of income, taxable income above, because why I say taxable income is here all exemption we have to consider, then finally whatever comes is the taxable income. And above 10 lakhs of taxable income, first 10 lakhs we already calculated, 1 lakhs for 20% bracket, 5% is 12,500. So 1 lakhs 12,500 rupees up to 10 lakhs. Plus amount exceeding 10 lakhs will be 30%. Now this will be if the person is 60 years or above, less than 80 years. So the starting level is, instead of 2.5 lakhs, it will be 3 lakhs. So 3 to 5 lakhs, the 5% he has to pay. So 10,000 rupees. And 80 years and above, 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs, no tax. So 12,500 rupees, they are given exemption. So amount exceeding 5 lakhs, will be calculated on the 20% bracket straight away. There is no 5% for them. This is one thing. There is one more exemption or relaxation for the people who earn only up to 5 lakhs taxable income. Whether he is below 60 years or 60 and above, or anyway 80 years up to 5 lakhs, there is no tax, so leave it. So below 80 years only we'll have to see. So if the taxable income limits exactly 5 lakhs, for them this 12,500, that is for the people who are below 60 years, and 60 and above below 80 years. Above 80 years anyway up to 5 lakhs there is no tax. Simple. Whatever range they are. And 60 years to below 80 years, 12,000 rupees will be exempted if the taxable income is only 5 lakhs. Assuming that the taxable income is slightly more than 5 lakhs, even 10 rupee more than 5 lakhs, you have to pay 12,000. Better thing is you go for government approved donation. So you don't have to pay tax. What I try to say is, suppose your taxable income for a person below 60 years is 5 lakhs 5,000, let us say. So now he has to pay for 5 lakhs 12,500, and 5,000 20% is 1,000. So 13,500 rupees he will pay for having only 5,000 rupees more than the 5 lakhs value. So best option available with you is, because you have calculated the taxable income. That means all the savings, etc., everything is calculated. So still there is a excess of 5,000 beyond this 5 lakhs. So you end up in paying 12,500 for up to 5 lakhs, and then another 5,000, 20% is 1,000, 13,500 rupees you will be paying. So better you pay that 5,000 into PM relief fund. So you will not pay any tax. This is the catch here. So what I try to say is, up to the taxable income is 5 lakhs 12,500. 12,500 you pay donation. Then at least that is exempted. And beyond 5 only you are taking care of. So there is no tax. At least you will be saving the 5,000, 12,500, 20% will be saved. And tax you are not paying, you are giving donation. What I am trying to say is the borderline people will be benefited by paying donation to PM relief fund or something, where it is 100% tax rebate available. For the old regime, we are discussing about old regime. That is why this minor point I am discussing. It is a very minute point for those who are in the borderline. Otherwise, they will end up in paying more tax. So this is now clear. So the idea is this rule, why this confusion? Like 80 years and above, they can straight away make above 5 lakhs only is taxable. No, they have not done that. The taxable limit is 2.5 lakhs only. Up to 2.5 lakhs, nobody needs to pay tax. But people who have got earning, for whom the taxable income falls up to 5 lakhs in a year, the small tax liability of 12,500 is again exempted. But if your taxable income is even 1 rupee more than 5 lakhs, you have to pay 12,500, and whatever money which exceeds from the 5 lakhs, 20%. So the better option is that exceeding amount, you just up to 12,500, you pay as a donation, you will be saving tax part. Okay. I think I have made things clear. Now, new regime. This year they have made very attractive because in new regime, First point is up to 7 lakhs, there is no tax. There we have told up to 5 lakhs. The old regime we have said up to 5 lakhs, there is no tax. If the taxable income falls up to 5 lakhs only, within 5 lakhs only, then there is no tax. But here, you don't have any exemption except pension fund. So government has made standard deduction. We'll discuss all those things in the detailed calculation part. They have introduced standard deduction for new regime also, which was not available earlier. And that 50,000 standard deduction is applicable to 15,000 level. Some calculation we have to get the order. What was told in the budget announcement was for 7 lakhs, another 27,000 from standard deduction. I think there is small confusion. We have to wait for the order. That means pro rata they are making. And the standard deduction for new regime is for up to 7 lakhs is only some 27,000. This is what was announced. Normally December they will issue orders indicating all these rules. It is yet to be issued, I think. I thought, okay, calculation time is nearing for the last 3 months salary. So this is the right time we should release this video. And any change that is notified in the new order, I will issue new amendment video also. So now, for those who select new regime, if the income after giving allowance only for pension fund is up to 7 lakhs, there is no tax. If it is more than that, it starts from here. First 3 lakhs, there is no tax. 3 to 6 lakhs, 5%. 5% is 15,000 up to 6 lakhs. 6 to 9 lakhs, 10%. So first slab 15,000 plus another 10,000. And then 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs, 15%. But the first two slab total comes to 45,000. How? The first slab is 15. Second slab 10% is 30,000. So total is 45,000. So 45,000 plus 15%. Every slab 5% will be increased up to 9 lakhs. And then 9 to, we have discussed up to 9 to 12 lakhs. 20% for the value above 9 to 12 lakhs. For the value from 9 lakhs 1 to 12 lakhs. Plus 90,000. That's the previous three slabs total. 90,000 plus 20% up to 12 lakhs. Above 12 lakhs up to 15 lakhs, it is 30%. That means after 12 lakhs, it has become normal. Because old regime also after 10 lakhs it is 30%. Here it is. And up to 15 lakhs is given here because if your earning is 15 lakhs, you get 50,000 standard deduction. That means if your earning, let us say, is 17 lakhs 50,000, let us say. So the 2 lakhs you put under pension fund, National Pension Fund, NPS, National Pension Scheme. Maximum 2 lakhs is allowed. 50,000 standard deduction. So remaining 15 lakhs you pay this 12 so 1 lakhs 50,000 only we are paying. 1 lakhs 50,000 we are paying for 17.5 lakhs of salary under new regime. Okay. So it's a simple calculation, but beyond 15 lakhs, whatever you have, 30% and everything, every tax you have to pay 4% education cess also on tax value. And above 50 lakhs, if required, we'll discuss separately because there are surcharges also. Okay, this is for new regime calculation. There is no other exemption. We'll see what are the exemptions given in the old and new regime also. Now, under the new regime of taxation, the taxpayers can opt for one of the following: to pay tax at lower rates according to new regime of taxation, subject to foregoing permissible exemptions and deduction under the income tax. What does it mean? Whatever we were having is exemption, etc., will not be available here. Or you pay at the existing rate and have whatever exemptions or deductions are allowed. For that, you have to give documentary proof and all those things. Okay, now for salaried employees, you can change any year. This year you feel new tax regime is better, go for that. Next year you feel old regime is better because you have some housing loan and other things, something like that. We'll discuss all those niceties in the coming videos. So you can come back to old regime. For business people, that is not. Once you go to new regime, you can't come back. For salaried class, still they have allowed for coming back to old regime also. This is the advantage of choosing option every year. Now, some of the common deductions and exemptions that are not allowed under the new regime are leave travel allowance. What is leave travel allowance? For government employees, every 2 years they are given LTC facility. So that is not taken into account for income tax. But private, once in 2 years it is allowed because it is given in government employees thing. So private they will give every year. But 1 year, to the extent it is actually incurred, because they will give monthly payment, then it is taxable. If it is incurred, you go visit and spend and then claim. Once in 2 years, LT, leave travel allowance, or our government's leave travel concessions are exempted. So what I try to say is, if every year private employees are given as leave travel allowance, that is taxable. Conveyance allowance. Normally, conveyance allowance is not taxed in the old regime. New regime, no, it has to be paid. House rent allowance. House rent allowance, when you pay rent, we are going to see the calculation separately. It is exempted to certain, based on the calculation, that is not allowed. Children education allowance, not allowed. No deduction. Profession tax also is not deducted. It will be added to the total and tax is calculated in the new regime. And the daily expense private, it is not applicable to government employee. In the course of employment, is not allowed to be deducted. Not only that, ATC savings 1,50,000, no. 80D medical insurance up to 25,000 or 50,000, depending upon the parents this thing, and 5,000 rupees for medical test. No, it is not allowed here in the new regime. And 80E, you take loan for higher studies and pay interest. That interest is exempted here in the old regime. New regime, it is not allowed. And 80CCD2 is nothing but National Pension Fund, NPS Fund, National Pension Scheme Fund. That is allowed under new regime. And interest on housing loan, no, not allowed. And any special allowance like all those things we already discussed, they are also not allowed in the new regime. Now, common deductions that are allowed under the new regime. Pension fund, 80CCD2 is National Pension Scheme Fund. That is allowed up to 2 lakhs. Conveyance allowance for expenditure incurred for traveling to work. TADA for in old or new. Government servant also we are not taking into account. So it is, that is what it means. It is not taxable in the new regime also. Any allowance for traveling for employment or on transfer. It is again transfer TA, etc. So this is also not taxed in the new regime also. Transport allowance for specially abled people. It is given double. Transport allowance in the central government part The employees, the especially able to, the sense physically handicapped, it is given double, and that one part is not taxable. So this takes care of what are all deduction allowed and not allowed. Now in the next video we will see other parts of the income tax and then complete with calculation in the next video. Still next video. Namaskar.